Wow, had to get that root out of there. Couldn't dig through it. Well, we got it out. Let's see how this is going to look. Get this in there. All right, right there. Looks good. I'll have to get the angle and cut the angle on it. Get it a little filled in here. We'll tamp it down. All right, let's see. Not bad. Tamp that down a little bit there. It's going about 2 feet down. So that'll help a lot when you pull on the railing to get up the stairs. You want it really secure. So let's do that. Well, let's get this one in there and get the angle cut. Oh, that's pretty deep. It's still the same distance here. Yeah, that's about 5 inches there, so that's good. And we'll get this angle cut. Put that right there. Okay. That'll work. Works right there. All right. Well, we got the angles cut, so we'll put that in there and screw it in. Pretty simple. Something anybody could really do. Okay, let's get this on here. I pre-drilled the holes. That just makes it easier to get the screw in there. See that? Put that right center. Go right in there. See, it's moving. Perfect, right in there. That's not going anywhere. Yeah, we'll get this screwed in here. Right on the center of the post there. That should be perfect. And we'll put this top rail on. Something to grab onto. Slide it all the way up here. Right under that cap. Line that up there. And we got that even. And we'll just kind of round off here. So it looks decent. I got this little circle pad here. Let's do that. Just make a circle, then get the jigsaw out. And see how that looks. Look at that. Not bad. Let's cut that. Let's see how that's going to look. All right, line it up there. Not bad. We'll sand that off nice and make it smooth so when you grab on there, you don't get any splinters. But I think that looks pretty good. So let's screw it in. Put some wood filler on these holes and let it dry up a little bit. And we'll sand it all down. Should look pretty good, actually. So let's do that. Comes right out of the tube like that. I like that. Makes it easy to apply it. I think that's pretty good. You know, just spackle it all down. I don't think it takes long for this to dry. That should be good. Yeah, when we sand this down, it'll look really nice. And then when when you handle it, coming down the rail, at least it'll be nice and flush and smooth. We're going to do that real nice. Do the edges all the way around. Sand it up nice. It'll be good. Well, we'll get started on the painting. Finish that up. Before we do that, I want to just put the heat gun on it to dry out any moisture that's in the wood. This definitely does help. Just kind of bring it up to the surface and dry it. Especially with pressure treated wood, it's always wet with chemicals. takes a while to come out. So before you paint any outdoor wood, it depends on how much you have. But I mean, if you have a deck, of course, you want the sun to shine on it for a while. But small projects, I always use the heat gun, get the moisture out of it. It don't take much. This heat gun is really hot, so it works fine. So we'll get it all heated up, get the moisture out, and we'll get some paint on it. Pretty simple project. I know I'm using a brush. People will suggest to use a roller, but this is oil-based paint, and it would really cake up with a roller. So I use a brush on small projects like this. It just comes out better, and it spreads out the paint a lot nicer. This is a pretty simple project. It's something anybody could really do. It actually was one post I cut in half and put it in the ground, and then two 2x4s. This is one, this two. You keep it under 48 inches, and you could do it with two 8-foot 2x4s. So it's pretty simple and pretty reasonable to make something like this. And of course, it's good to have a safety rail when you come down a step. Painting is pretty simple. You just have to put it on somewhat thin, but you want good coverage. Small projects are a lot of fun, so don't be afraid to tackle them yourself. And they're pretty simple. You need a good starting point and a finish point when you're doing a small project. Think it through, and take your time with it. I mean, everybody's got a first time at a project. You don't have to be a professional carpenter or plumber or whatever. You can figure it out yourself. And of course, there's always YouTube. And of course, my channel. I show you step by step how to do things. Go to my channel and check it out. There's over 50 videos on all my projects in the garden, in the house. And go to my tiny house video. This house I put together from scratch. It was a falling down mess. And I show the whole process of the finish point. And it's like a beautiful home. And I did it all myself. I'm not a professional at everything, but I figure it out. And you could do the same thing. So I hope you enjoyed my videos. And go to my playlist and see all my videos. There's over 50 videos you can get ideas from. And I'll show you how to do things step by step. It's real simple. So have a great weekend. I really appreciate you being here, and have fun. And be safe out there. Bye-bye.